Just wanted to do a really quick video. I've had the Brother Speedio S700x2 for about 2 months now. I absolutely love this machine, and I just wanted to kind of quickly go over my setup that I have here. I am at my house. This is a shop that I have on my property. I'm here in Austin, Texas. Single phase power. I have 200 amps out here. One of the reasons I absolutely love this machine is that it is a 10 horse machine, the equivalent Haas VF2, 30 horse, so it would have taken up a lot of my available power. And with this setup, with this machine, I can definitely do one, and I'm hoping maybe even two more if it makes sense. So aside from just looking cool, this machine is actually pretty reasonable size. The machine weighs about 5,400 pounds, I believe, and to get it shipped from Illinois, which is where it was in stock, was I think like 2,400 bucks. Then to have a local rigging company here accept the delivery and then bring it over here and install it was like another 2,500 bucks. So, you know, the machine price plus about 5 or 6 grand to get it in your shop is what you're going to be looking at. So if we come around back here, we have the coolant tank chip collector. Just rolls right in. Installers hook up a couple hoses for the coolant, you're good to go. The both pumps are over there for the coolant and the through spindle coolant. I have it, I think the recommended wall to the back of the machine, I think, was 24 inches for the door. I think it's at 23. I just did not want it to overhang my big garage door. So this corner of the machine is right at 100 inches from the wall. So yeah, it just looks great, not overbearing at all. I've actually personally seen these things in residential garages. So, you know, if you've got the space, I would definitely go for it. And then obviously on air, you need a good compressor. This one I believe was recommended by John Saunders, NYC CNC Polar Air. It doesn't come on that often. When it does, it's loud, but it's not super loud. Definitely, you can talk over it. You really, you know, most of the time we just stop our conversations and wait, but it is a great compressor. Then for electricity, I've got this 100 amp disconnect coming from my main panel. The service is 240 volt single phase. The machine on the placard says 200 to 230 volts, so I did have to step it down. Initially, we went on the incoming side, so we put 2 buck converters before the American rotary phase converter. The generated leg was at like 229 volts, so right at the high end. Wasn't comfortable with that. Called American Rotary, and they said, yeah, you need to put the any kind of conversion on the 3-phase side, so the outgoing side. This is only, I think, the second time my electrician had done a phase converter for something like this, and we changed it. I thought we were gonna have to get a third buck converter, but he used something called a wired delta that allowed us to just keep the two, and goes through so out of the disconnect into the American rotary, and then the 3-phase side is dropped down, and all 3 legs are like right at 216, 217, 218, so perfect. And then it goes to a 3-phase disconnect. So to start the machine, I just turn the converter on, turn the 3-phase breaker on, and then there's a breaker on the back of the machine, and then I can fire it up with the front panel. And then for the converter itself, it's an American Rotary 20 horsepower 3-phase converter. You've got the wall mount unit here, and then the floor mount motor. I was actually pleasantly surprised. So I have an older 7 horse 3-phase converter down the street from my Haas, and it's just loud. I think it was like the 2 motor type. This thing is just, it's amazingly quiet. I was really pleasantly surprised. I thought it was just gonna have to be something that I dealt with, the noise, but it's just kind of a low hum. With the machine on, you can not really tell it's even running. I had thought about using a digital phase converter, which I do have for the water jet down the street as well. I thought I could do, since it's a digital converter, that I could step down the voltage, but I would have had to do the same thing here. So these things are rock solid. American Rotary, great company. The support was great, and it's about a third of the price. So I do think any new machines, I'd probably just still go with American Rotary non-digital converter. One thing I want to point out too, just the chip evacuation. You know, so I have a Haas mini mill down the street, and chips just kind of pile up here. There's an auger, but it just doesn't keep up. This machine is just so well designed that it all drains to the back. You've got the coolant shower on each side, so run that periodically and just flushes out. So you can be working jobs, clean out chips in the back, and then not really have to stop for any kind of cleaning, which we did have to do with the Haas. Granted, it's older Haas, newer machines all have their benefits, but I was just really impressed with how this machine just kind of evacuates everything and drains everything, coolant just to the back, and it ends up looking fairly clean at the end of most days. So just a simple, quick video. I love this machine. It's been amazing. It's everything I kind of hoped it would be. Definitely recommend that if you're in the market, especially if you're in any kind of home setting, home shop, definitely check these machines out because they're amazing production machines. The 10 horsepower is great because you can fit 1, 2, 3, where you could maybe fit one 30 horsepower machine. So just if you have any questions, comments, please feel free. I'm definitely still learning. Don't know what I don't know, so if you got any tips or tricks for me, I'd love to hear them. And yeah, just super happy with the brother, and hope you consider getting on as well. Thanks for watching.